Formula One. A new season and a new dawn as a brand new team lines up on the grid. That means an even harder challenge to secure that coveted championship silverware, as the on-track action is turned right up to 11. We're ready for excitement ahead as the teams return to the drawing board in the battle to end Red Bull's dominance. They'll need to balance their aspirations for high performance with the risk of pushing too far and inviting catastrophic failures out on the track. With many drivers on the last year of their contracts, team principals will need to ensure that they're kept in the right mindset across the whole season, as well as managing sponsor demands and protecting their most valuable assets from the prying eyes of their rivals. As a new competitor enters the fray, anything is possible. This is Formula One.
Welcome back, everybody. Twisted Jonathan here. I have Formula One Manager 24 here for you, and today we will be creating our own team here. So, let's start off with naming our team here. Let's say Twisted Motorsport. That works for me. So we have options here for lore or origin story here. So first option is live the definitive F1 fantasy and create your own team, then lead them to victory as their team principal. And we get to choose the quality of our cars, our facilities, our drivers, and staff. Next up, we have the hungry newcomer. That name, Schultz, is a maverick entrepreneur disrupting industries around the world. They have now turned their attention to Formula One, and just like in business, they intend to win at all costs. Schultz chose you personally to take them to the top, but the owner's fame won't buy success. Even fighting for points will be challenging at first. So be prepared for an uphill battle. And with that, we get a starting balance of $20 million with a $140 million cost cap, team rating of 1, and we are stuck with a Renault powertrain. The car quality 2, facilities 1, drivers 2, staff 2. Technical breakthrough. Flamepoint are a small engineering outfit, but their technical expertise is mighty. They're about to step into the world stage, having created an incredible car through their innovative technology, but with limited budget and no reputation. It's down to you to answer the age-old question: is technical brilliance enough to snatch victory from the titans of Formula One? That gives us a starting balance of $10 million with a $140 million cost cap, a team rating of a little under 2 stars. We would be with Mercedes. Our car would instantly be a 5-star. Facilities 1 star, drivers 3 star, and staff 5 star. So that would be good if we wanted a fast car, middling drivers, and no facilities. The Phoenix Rising. Phoenix was a dominant force in other categories of motorsport, but disappeared from the public eye a few years ago. Now they're back with the intent of claiming the ultimate prize of victory in Formula One. They have access to a well-developed HQ, but despite their impressive legacy, are struggling to get to grips with F1's technical regulations. The board trusts you to solve the challenges and rise them up from the ashes to motorsport fame once again. That gives us $20 million, a team rating of almost 3 stars. Powertrain manufacturer would be Renault. Car 2-star, facility 5-star, drivers 2-star, and staff 3-star. That'd be a pretty middle-of-the-road team right there. I think all of these would be a middle-of-the-road team. Well, never mind. Meteor Materials is a conglomerate of several huge resource companies previously partnering with multiple teams within motorsport. Now they're taking center stage with a plan to cement themselves as a true industry titan. They have contacts, money, and infrastructure, and they expect you to lead them to a spectacular debut in Formula One, and our fittingly meteoric rise to the top. Their starting balance seems like the biggest so far, $50 million out of the $140 million cost cap. A little under 3-star team rating. There you would get a Ferrari powertrain manufacturer, 4-star car, 3-star facility, 5-star driver, and 5-star staff. So that's like the money boys right there. And then Automotive Legacy. Cicada is a team synonymous with luxury and power in the automotive world, but they intend to be synonymous with dominance in Formula One as well. The board has selected you as the person to spearhead their entry into the sport, and they expect solid midfield results initially, but this ambitious brand has speed in its DNA, and they want to show the world what their cars can truly do. $20 million is the starting balance. Little over 2 stars team rating. You would be getting a Red Bull Honda powertrain, 3-star car, 3-star facilities, 3-star drivers, 3-star staff. That would be the most middle of the road one out of all of them, it seems. But I think we are going to do our own story. We're going to create our own story here. Michael Andretti has been trying to get a team for over a year now in Formula One, but we are going to take his spot as the 11th team. Even though we have less money, worse facilities, and no experience before in Formula One or any sort of racing, Twisted Motorsports has one thing that Michael Andretti does not. We are not absolutely hated by Formula One. For no reason at all, it seems that all of the Formula One bigwigs have decided that Michael Andretti and Andretti Motorsport, or whatever their team name is, will not be in Formula One. So they have given us the opportunity to be in Formula One in his place. Alright, with that being said, like I said, our money is not nearly as good here as Michael Andretti would have. We're going to start off with $15 million as our balance. Our facilities, 2 stars. And what 2 stars would give us? 2-star car part test center, 2-star suspension simulator, CFD simulator, 1-star wind tunnel, 2-star factory, 2-star design center, 2-star. 1 stars everything. Racing simulator as well, 1 star. 0 boardroom, 1 hospitality center, 0 tour center, 1 memorabilia room, 0 helipad, and 1 weather center. And car performance right off the bat, 2-star. We are not looking to win. This will be a from the ground up grassroots team building adventure. Now, next up we have our team members. We will not be starting with current Formula One drivers. No one would come to our team that already has a seat. And all of the people in the 3 stars have a seat in Formula One. So let's go down to 2 stars here. Kevin Magnussen has a seat. Guan Yu Zhou. You know who doesn't? Liam Lawson. In this story, Liam Lawson is sick and tired of Red Bull pushing him down, telling him 1 more year. Kind of like what Alpine did with Oscar Piastri. And this time, Liam Lawson is saying, "Goodbye, Red Bull. I'm coming to Twisted Motorsport." And for our second driver, I think we need somebody who's has a little bit more experience in Formula One than just 4 races last year. So maybe we go with Mick Schumacher. He had 2 full seasons with Haas and was let go, I feel, unceremoniously, unfairly. And I say we take in Mick Schumacher. 1, for the brand recognition of the Schumacher name. And 2, because he has some experience. He's a little bit older than... So Liam Lawson is 21, 79 overall, has 80 pace, 79 concentration, and 73 racecraft. Mick is a little bit older. Like I said, he has a little bit more experience. He's 77 overall, however, has 78 pace, 76 concentration, and 75 racecraft. So he has a little bit better racecraft than Liam. but the other two stats are just not as good. So we'll see how Mick Schumacher's experience does against Liam Lawson's pace. For staff, I feel like we can't take any of the big name guys. We're going to be stuck with 2 stars for everything. I think Stake, Sauber, with all of the confusion going on right now, we can take their technical chief. He decided to come to a place that he feels will be a little bit more stable. Head of aerodynamics, we were going to take someone a little bit younger. It doesn't look like we have an option here at 2-star. Ian Craig from Aston Martin and has decided to sign with Twisted Motorsports. And because we are going with age as a main factor, we want a nice young team. We're going to take a Formula 2 sporting director in Aurélien Pallier, 39 years of age. We tried to get Mr. Singh here, but he is with one of the best teams. He is younger than Mr. Pallier, but he's not going to leave McLaren. And sticking with age being that one of our main factors in wanting to keep our team nice and young, we are going to take Alpine's race director Josh Peckett, as well as Pierre Hamlin from Visa Cash App RB. Alright, so here's our team here. We have Liam Lawson as driver number 1, Mick Schumacher as driver number 2, James Key is our technical chief, Ian Craig is our head of aerodynamics, Mr. Pallier is our sporting director, Josh Peckett is race engineer for Liam Lawson, and Pierre Hamlin is a race engineer for Mick Schumacher. Together, this team should do okay. We are not looking to score big points from the very beginning, but I feel like we have a good shot at picking up the scraps when other teams make mistakes. I feel like we might be able to pick up some points in this season. It will be a struggle, but come with me and we will see what we can do for Twisted Motorsport. Now comes the important decision of picking the engine we are going to have in the back of our vehicle. Now the important step of picking our powertrain, the engine that will be in the back of our vehicle, as well as the gearbox. First up, Ferrari. They have 95 power. Their durability for their engine is 68, ERS 57, and gearbox 50. Fuel efficiency is 75. Honda Red Bull powertrain has the highest power at 100, durability 60, ERS durability 62, and fuel efficiency of 65. As you can see from here, Ferrari has less power, but more durability besides the gearbox, and better fuel efficiency. On to Renault, their power is substantially lower than both Ferrari and Red Bull, but they do have higher engine durability at 73, ERS durability at 62, less gearbox durability at 55, and the highest fuel efficiency at 100. Mercedes have a 90 power. They have the highest, I think, out of all of the teams in durability. Yep. Highest engine durability, highest ERS durability, highest gearbox durability, and the lowest fuel efficiency. Yes, the lowest fuel efficiency. So their highest team finish was second. Red Bull obviously won the championship last year, so they got first. Ferrari ended third, and Renault ended sixth because Alpine finished sixth in the championship. So what I'm thinking, as the only team that doesn't have a customer right now, this is the only way that we were able to get into this sport. Renault is willing to supply us engines, which is going to mean that we're going to have less power than everyone else on the grid, but we'll have more durability according to this chart here than two other teams, and we will have the highest fuel efficiency. Up next, we're going to choose our team colors. Coming from my logo, We are going to choose a blend of black, teal, and orange. Okay, so here are our team colors. Teal, black, and orange is the tertiary color. The team principal will be us, me including you. We will make decisions together by comments that you leave. So it will be called Twisted Itsipal, no. YouTube Man. And YouTube will help me build and manage the team. Guidance, first time manager. I will say I have played a few races just to kind of get the hang of it, so we are going to say that we are an experienced manager. I will walk us through the very beginning stages, but when it comes to it, we don't need all the guides to get in the way. Car development. So the standard is consistent car development projects will be required to develop a car at a competitive rate. Easy, it'll be easy to develop your car at a competitive rate. Ideal for new players. We are not going to do that, that's too easy. But we are also not going to do hard because we are technically first time. This will be a first full season that we've done. And the race will also keep standard. Keep it in the middle level. Alright, so we have Mr. Twisted YouTube Man here, the team manager of Twisted Motorsports. This is a standard difficulty with an experienced manager. Like I said, I think I've done 2 races and got up to the 3rd race. So, we will see how we do. Let's go on. Alright, here we are. Right from the beginning, we can see Twisted Motorsport here. Liam Lawson, Mick Schumacher. We have a Mentality Hub, but mostly negative. We don't have any biggest issue, but it seems that both our drivers are not necessarily super happy. Let's hope they turn that discontent into points for us. We have something in our inbox here. It says, first day. Hi, Twisted. Welcome to Twisted Motorsport. It's very exciting to have you on board, and we are looking forward to taking on the season under your leadership. Yours sincerely, Hussein Odikoven. Okay. Go to our calendar here. We see that we have some upcoming tasks. The next circuit obviously is in Bahrain. Our car. Let's go to team branding here. And let's create our car here while we're here. So I like the all 3, 2, 1. I like the majority black because, like in a lot of more recent seasons, we have been seeing a lot more carbon fiber to reduce weight. So we will be looking for black to be the main color on here, just so we can change that to carbon. As you can see, you can go to colors here, click the black, change it to carbon fiber, and it looks, in my opinion, like a lot of the more recent cars. So this is the livery we're going to go with. We don't have any sponsors yet, but once they sign with us, we will have sponsors to go on the car. Up next, we are going to do the driver's suits. Alright, here's our driver's suits. As you can see on Mick Schumacher here, we've gone with the stripe down the side, little orange accents, and the green teal as the main base. I think it looks pretty good. Next, we're going to work on the logo. Alright, so this is what I've kind of come up with. It's not the most creative, but it gets the point across. Twisted Motorsport. Alright. So this is our team before we've got logos and stuff, such as sponsors. Right here you can see we have Liam Lawson with a frowny face, Mick Schumacher with a frowny face, Josh Peckett with a normal face, and Pierre Hamlin with a normal face. These people are unhappy with other staff, and they're unhappy with their drivers. So we'll see if, well, it seems that their chemistry isn't necessarily the best. So maybe, can we switch? See if we can switch these two around. Oh no, they don't necessarily get along either, so. Yeah, they don't necessarily get along yet, but maybe after a few races they'll start getting along a little bit better. Alright, let's try this out. As you can see here, we have Sarah Cresswell and Brandon Papacosta as our affiliates. I think we should scout a affiliate driver, someone in a lower level team here. As you see, as we took Mick Schumacher from that Mercedes reserve driver spot, Kimi Antonelli has filled in that position. Cannot race in F1. This driver cannot be contracted to race in Formula 1 team. In a Formula 1 team until they're at least 18 and have competed in at least 2 seasons of F2 or F3. So because he is only 17 years old, he will not be able to drive for us for a year if we chose to try to sign him, which he is not interested in doing right now anyway. But I think we should go with somebody who is just under 18, maybe 18, and we have a couple drivers here that are free agents that we could sign. They could not drive for us until they have completed F2 or F3 season. I don't know if this person has or not. It doesn't look like he is in any sort of lower level category, so maybe we just stay away from these two for now. As you can see here, we have some Formula 3 drivers who don't seem to have an affiliate team, like Stuka here has an affiliate team with Red Bull. But these 2 or 3 do not. Somebody with a decent overall rating who in a couple years might be able to take over if needed. So Juan here is a 68 overall. He is 24, so he is the same age as Mick. We would not want him. We are looking for younger drivers who will take the next step. So Paul Aaron, he's 19, he's 73 overall. He's only 4 overall behind Mick Schumacher and 5 years younger. I think we go ahead and scout Paul Aaron here. Maybe try to get him to become an affiliate for us. Here we have our facilities. We are not going to be spending a bunch of money right away to build up any of this. We might build... Let's build the boardroom. Just because it's not super expensive. We have the money. We have now $14,600,000. So this will help with negotiating staff contracts as well as making the board happy with us, because we do have higher ups who essentially pay our way through Formula 1 who we need to keep happy. While we're on it, we should get into car development. We should be designing stuff to boost our car. It probably won't be ready for next race, which is only in 11 days, but what we can do is start a new front wing. Let's say, I think we should develop a few parts to improve. So here you have your CFD hours and your wind tunnel hours. We only have 6.9, so essentially 7 hours of CFD. So about 2.5 per part should work. Let's say 2.3. 2.3 hours per part. We'll spread that out pretty decently. Wind tunnel hours, we have 92. So let's do 30 hours per part, because we're gonna design 3 different parts, and this will improve. The more hours you put into this, the more it will improve these design capabilities here. As you can see here, we will improve a little bit in lower speed cornering, or I'm sorry, a lot in low speed cornering, a little bit in medium and high speed cornering, and we will improve our dirty air tolerance a little bit, as well as our tire preservation. So as you can see here, it's recommended that these are improved, and then this is crucial for the next coming race. So I'm not necessarily building for this next coming race, so I'm not too worried about it, but we can go to, let's say, Melbourne, and show what is improving and what is crucial for that race. DRS effectiveness apparently is very important for Melbourne. We are not improving that with the front wing, but we will be developing that in another part. So I think we should rush this. I think we should rush all 3 parts, which will have it done in 23 days, which is 10 days before Melbourne. That gives us a chance to create these parts before the race. So this is going to cost us almost 3 million, which is okay. We have the money. We haven't even signed sponsors yet. We have plenty of money. We're also going to develop a rear wing. Once again, 2.3 hours. And 30 wind tunnel hours. We would like this to also be done. So it will be done before Melbourne. A little less time to get parts out there, but we will be able to. And let's design side pods. So we'll spend the rest of our CFD hours and our wind tunnel hours. Hopefully this will be ready, but it'll probably be Japan when this gets done. So we're going to keep everything on the preset. I don't want to mess with those at the moment. I just want to make a general upgrade, a general boost in our stuff. This will boost our top speed, a little bit our acceleration, and a little bit of everything in the corners, and quite a bit in our engine cooling. So this will help with the hotter places like Melbourne. The rest of our engineers are going to be put on this. We are going to rush this for 19 days. That'll give us plenty of time to put new parts out there. And we have spent a lot of money, so let's push forward onto pre-season testing as well as sponsor negotiations. So here we have our list of staff. Welcome to the 2024 season. With the sound of screeching tires, the time has come for a brand new season of Formula One. Last year we watched Red Bull secure the Constructors Championship, with Max winning the Drivers' Championship. As the teams are revving up for another action-packed season, get ready for drama, intense battles, fierce rivalries. It is impossible to know who will come out on top. But one thing's for sure, it's set to be one of the greatest years of Formula One yet. Also, our scouting of Paul Aaron has been completed. So we know his performance ratings here. His pace is probably going to be around 75, 76. Consistency is probably going to be around 72. And his racecraft is, that overtaking is really low. But his aggression is high, so maybe that'll compensate for overtaking here. His racecraft's probably going to be in the 68 area, which is solid. He's a solid 73, I think. So I think we should. Let's go ahead and send him a contract. As you can see here, his appeal will go up and down depending on. He wants 3 seasons, it appears. I say we give it to him. 3 seasons. $1 immediately is what he wants as far as the start date. Salary 420 million, which isn't that bad. I think we stick with that. Maybe we go down to 400. Breakout multiplier. I don't know what that means. Let's read that. If a team is trying to poach this staff member, they must pay a buyout fee times this multiplier. This money goes to the team the staff member is poached from. A high breakout multiplier will make the staff member less likely to be poached due to the higher cost, but will make this contract proposal less appealing. So we zero out the breakout multiplier, which means I think that we pay all of his breakout fee. We can give him a small bonus, I think $40,000. And I want to know somewhat quickly, so let's give him 14 days to reply. Buyout fee is almost $200,000, but that's fine. We want to make him our affiliate, so I think it's worth it. Total cost of hiring is a little over $200,000. So we have sent Paul Aaron a contract request, a proposal. Let's move on to sponsor negotiation. So here we have what I believe is our title sponsor. We have three options here. We have Abios. They're a technology company. Their preference is VIP activities. Choosing activity types preferred by your sponsors will make it easier to meet your engagement target. Up front, they are giving us $21 million with a potential funding from engagement of 3.5, as well as race day of 6.2 million. Faro NRG is an energy drinks company. They're a 3-star company. Choosing activity types is also their preference. Up front, a lot less actually, of 13.9 million. But they have a lot more potential funding than Abeos. Abeos' performance reliance is way lower than Faro Energy. And then you have a cryptocurrency of Miram Coin. They are giving us essentially no money up front. But they have the highest potential funding, it looks like. Well, no, because their race day funding is not nearly as good. I think we are going to perform pretty good. At least, I think we'll be within 15th, 16th most races. So I'm going to go with Faro NRG. They give us a middle amount of money up front, but with engagement and race day, we can make the most money out of them. So we're going to rock with them. Now we get to choose some optional sponsors here. So they would be willing to not give us any money up front, but it's a total engagement contract. Ferrum Star, a manufacturing company, they'd be willing to give us $1.4 million as well as potential funding of 1.9 from engagement and 1.3 from race day. These two have no mandatory activities. A mandatory activity right here is a wind tunnel hire. It will drop our facility effectiveness, but they will be giving us $8.2 million of potential engagement funds. Arcor, they have a mandatory activity of staff performance rating and guided tours. They are willing to give us $3.8 million up front. Raka Electrolyte Company. We can't have two electrolyte companies or energy drink companies here. And then a fuel company of Serpent will be giving us $9.5 million on race day. So I think for our first one, we should be going for Ferrum Star here because they are willing to give us a little bit of money on all ends. I feel like we will be doing well on race day, so I'm willing to try Serpent out here. I don't quite know what engagement means, but these people have no mandatory activities, so I'm going to try that. And let's do one more here. Like I said, I don't know if I want to do another electric or energy drink company. So let's get some more money up front here from the technology here of Arcor. So those are going to be our 5 sponsors. Ferro Energy, Ferrum Star, Serpent. That one, APTRD, and Arcor. So we are getting $19 million up front to use. If we do the engagement activities, we'll get another almost $30 million and another $30 million if we do well in races. We are heavily relying on performance. Hopefully we can do well, and VIP activities are the preference. So it sends us straight to our team branding here so we can mess with the logos and stuff. As you can see on our suits, we already have some logos on there. Let's mess with the vehicle a little bit and see if we can make it look a little bit less the way it does. Alright, and we are on to our sponsor plan. So right now we want to make at least 4,800 engagement. And to do that, you have things like factory tours that you can do. Factory adverts. So it wants me to do all of it. I can't autofill, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill this out completely. Alright. So here's our plan. We're gonna be making 5,900. That should leave us a little bit of space. What this will do is get us $3.5 million. It will affect our team a little bit for the worse, but since our target is exceeded by there we go. Our target is exceeded by 730. Let me read this. The sponsor exceeds your this sponsor plan exceeds your sponsor engagement. As a result, the next sponsor plan will be lower. Agreeing too many activities will result in diminishing returns and engagement. So we will want to maybe lower some of this. There we go. So that'll be a little bit more. It's not going to affect either of our drivers, but it is going to affect some things here. So that's okay though. We're going to confirm that. Alright. Shall we continue? As you can see, our mentality hub has gone to mostly neutral. Just need to get these drivers a little happier. Boardroom has been constructed. So our testing results have come back. It looks like we are going to be towards the end of the pack here. But we have some good tire preservation and some decent engine cooling. So maybe that'll help us in the race. So the boardroom is completed. These are the things that have improved, as well as it'll cost us more money to do so. Alright, the Grand Prix strategy prep. It's a power circuit, and our car isn't well suited for it due to our low-medium speed performance. But I think that we should be okay. Here are some strategies, as well as what we're looking at as far as circuit length, the distance of the race, and the lap record. We can go to race targets here. So we want to be sure that we can complete this race target. I'm thinking we will be able to beat a couple of drivers on track. So they want Liam Lawson to get 20th or higher, and I think we can have Mick Schumacher be 20th or higher as well.
F1 is back, ladies and gentlemen, and the grid is set to grow. A new season is upon us as Formula One returns to the Middle East, ready to kick things off here in Bahrain. But change is afoot. The paddock has grown, the grid extended. Yes, that's right, 11 teams, 22 drivers, and the hottest competition motorsport has to offer.
What teams learned in pre-season testing will be put into practice now, with all of them hoping they make the right calls with the data they have.
And with that, I think it's time to get started.
All right. So with that little intro there, you can see our car here up on its jacks. And with that being said, that will be the end of the first episode. You saw us create the team, hire drivers and staff, design the car, assign sponsors, we built a boardroom, and we are in the process of hiring a new affiliate, Paul Aaron. I will see you next episode for the race in Bahrain.